So if you were on the call last night, guys, um, right, kind of doing what we thought it was going to do. It didn't pull high as I would have liked. Um, right, we kind of just stayed and flatlined around this 45,000 area. We didn't claim this 45.97, and then we went and filled that gap. Uh, Upon filling the gap, we didn't bounce. We kind of bounced off of where I thought we were, right, which was this like midway point right here, came a little lower. And now we're kind of pushing up. We're consolidating, right? So we got to break this trend, but this is kind of what I'm seeing. This is the similar idea from last night. Um, I want to go to gold right now because gold's about to dump. And I think that's when we talk about like manipulation, right? So last night, if you took the gold sell, we caught 40 pips, easy, rejected off of the 60. And then Asia happened. What did we do during Asia? We cleared out some money, right? So this is all manipulation right here, right? London manipulation, Asia manipulation, right? And then what happens? We fell right back into structure, and this thing is going to do exactly what we thought it was going to do last night. So that's why when I always trade gold, you always want to be extremely mindful that zones, right? Higher probability zones or other zones are probably going to get respected. They're not playing by the same rules as you kind of got to swing a little higher, right? Where now that we've fallen back into structure, the exact same trade idea is going to be same and will range from here to here. We swung high during London and Asia and kind of did its thing. So how's everybody doing? It's Monday. Yes, I'm still a little sleepy guy right now. Being on puppy patrol is fun. So things that can go against us, right? We're trading above the five. And low key, even though I already called the sell, low key, if we push higher on New York open, we could see something like this just because we're trading to the inside of that five. Push higher, retest this five, reclaim this high, and then absolutely dump from 40, 45, 145, whatever this is right here, 45.88. So I can totally see the market doing something like that as well, just because there's a lot of money sitting up here for people who are selling the high, right? And if we can consolidate within this range. So one, we've broken back into structure, kind of like the opposite of what gold does, because they tend to move a little separate, like opposite. And if I feel gold's about to dump, then that means we should see US30. Fuck. Am I gonna have to cancel that sell? Because I just redid it. Hold on 1 second, guys. Cancel trade idea. Am I in a situation of needing to trust my trade.com, guys? Because I just broke this whole down again, and now I just have a whole different analysis on where we're going. Where's our 30? No, we're underneath our 30. I fucking love it. But if we consolidate, you know what? I'm gonna stick with I'm gonna trust my trade.com. I'm all over well, fuck. No, because that's a break in structure right there. To me, clear break in structure, consolidation. It does check the 15 too, huh? If we break above that, then we'll retest. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna trust what I just came up with right now. So we're kind of in this midway point. I want to sell 45.92. That's a given, no matter what. I like the sell here, but I do believe that we're going to come and maybe touch some of this money right here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I like to sell at 45, 45, 790. But if we do that, ugh. And I want to clear here first. It's crazy how this just got complicated. When in doubt, delete it all. Bouncing off the 90. We have guaranteed money below us, which we did not claim. Shitty ass little trend line. I'm gonna want to tighten it up a little bit. Are you trusting your trade.com, Preston? Yeah, you know what? I'm trusting this motherfucking trade. I'm gonna stick with my sell, even though we are above the 5. We break below this. All right, I'm sticking with my guns here. Oh, but the RSI. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta fucking love it. Well, we got 8 minutes still to decide. So initially, a sell was called at 70 in the Discord. I think this is gonna fucking. I just like the 30 and the 60. This is what I'm seeing, guys. I'm seeing inside of the 60. I'm seeing this high right here. I'm sticking with it, guys. So I'm selling 970. That's it. I'm sticking with it. I'm okay with getting it wrong, but I'm not going to go against what I already analyzed. 970 sell, guys. We got a couple minutes. Hopefully, what we do right now is we break this little 5 minute and 3 minute 60 moving average, respect our 30 minute 60, and we could take the sell. So I'm gonna have to uncancel this like a fucktard in the Discord. Talk about indecisive right now. Indecisive like a motherfucker. Excuse my language, guys. Sometimes it can be extremely frustrating when you start second guessing and looking at other time frames. So this is what I'm seeing right here. That's the level I'm seeing. This is what I'm seeing. I'm biased. Downward pressure inside of the 60 on the 30. If we could break this 3 minute or this 1 minute. See, we're breaking the 1 minute 60. Yep. So trades on, guys. 970. I'm selling. Initial analysis. Initial analysis. We get a pullback to any of this thing. 970, 44.87, 44.70 stop loss. I think we go and reclaim at least that 888. Everybody type in trustyourtrade.com. Trump speaks at 7. Holy shoots. What's going on here now? That was not on my news. I did not see that. I don't see Trump on my list today. I know I need to go buy that .com.
My bad, dude. That's last week.
Oh, okay. I was like, I feel we didn't have anything until, yep. I feel we didn't have anything. And also, too, guys, if we see that we're going to push up maybe to that 70, some of you guys can get a better. I like the sell at 870 or at 44.70 too, right? Um, I'm just sticking to my analysis. I would hate to go against what I came up with and have it go. I'm okay with getting it wrong. My TP would be like 44.850. Well, look left. So always when you guys want to identify your take profit, you want to just look left. Always look left. So if I'm looking left, I could see that we could have a take profit of 44,900. We could have a take profit of 44,840, and then we can have a main take profit of 44,690 is kind of what I'd like to see, right? I'm hoping that we get the 690. That would be ideal. That's my ideal take profit. And then we break that, maybe come back, retest some levels here, and then come and touch the bottom of the trend line at 44.4. Now, things going against us. Obviously, the counter analysis that we could push up a little bit higher, maybe take us out, stop loss, take us out, and then this thing sell off from here. Right now, we got the 30, the 15-minute 60 moving average we're trading right off of, and the 30 we're right below. Um, and that's the high we're seeing. So, how's everybody doing today? I know just all over the place, waiting for my copy to help me focus. What's up, Uncle Ko? I see Uncle Ko's in here from Germany.
Top
What are
of the
you
top.
seeing?
Happy Money Day, gang.
Yeah, happy Monday, Gary. Um, Once again, guys, same with gold. Gold's starting to fall back into place. I still like the sells at like 33, 470s, 47.
Yeah, still like same buys as last week, 33, 31. Paid us 18 fucking times. Doesn't look to be stopping anytime soon. I love a good gold consolidation.
Yeah, consolidating is nice. And then same with NAS, guys. If you guys took similar situation with NAS, we wanted to have this thing sell off. Didn't come exactly to our zone, but market's about to open in a couple minutes. And what I want to see, the only thing I don't like is that 3 minute. We need to be breaking below this 3 minute 60. If not, it's going to push straight up to where we think our stop loss should be, and then probably reject from there.
I think we need to make a peaceful intro song that we play 1 minute before market open.
Well, I played binary sounds for the first 15 minutes for people who are early.
Mm.
So I played binary music to really namaste their central nervous system. So back to what I was saying, huh? Yeah, just right off. Nice little calm. I like that. Lower lows, higher lows, liquidity below. Music was great. Good. I'm glad it was calming, guys. I would do the roll call of all 66 people, but Ryan, all right, we got a couple more minutes before we get some laters in. We want this to start showing us pressure like now, right? We want it to start showing us a little bit of down pressure like it's doing. And then we want it to kind of give us a nice little kiss and go. Nice little kiss and go. But definitely, we want to start seeing a little bit of down pressure right now. Faux show. Faux show. That was kind of stressful. I was all over the place for a second. I didn't like that. Is that it all? It's crazy when you can look at something and still get, well, it could do this, and we're in just such weird territory. Market about to open. All right, she running. Little cash account doing what cash accounts do. All right, so probably slow up right around here. This was its previous little low where it bounced off of. Hopefully give us a nice little push down. What could it be bouncing off of? Ooh, the 1 hour 60 Sebastian 1 minute late. Slow and steady. Congratulations to Xavier, man. Held his first mastermind call. Call looked packed. It's what we want to see, guys. We want to see you guys start hosting some calls, and then just call for us to come in, and we'll come and help you run those calls. You know, we really want to see you guys start stepping out of your comfort zone, especially with trading. There's so many different things that we could be covering calls on, like definitely trading plans. Like there needs to be a call dedicated to trading plans for you guys. I feel a lot of you guys are just kind of like shooting in the dark and not really having the proper guidance on figuring out like a good trading plan or even like a solid strategy that you're like sticking with every single time. Um, was that the only push down that it was going to give? And now we're pushing up? Or is it playing with us? iPhone 15 is late. Was that the quick little 100 points that we were going to get? No, I think we continue to bleed. I think we're just getting a little retest on the 3 minute. I think she continues to bleed for us. Curious, how many of you guys exited at 100 points? I know some of you guys did. Who got out at 100? Ray got in at 80. Frida got off at 80, 50. 100 points will save your life, guys. Do not fade 100 points. Like 100 points will 100% set you free. I like that, Peyton. Sometimes we don't get the pullback too. You know, sometimes that was like the setup pre-market. You guys saw I was very unsure of the zone. We had consolidation. We have lower time frame, 60 moving averages going against us. We were above. Yeah, I'm still in too, guys. I actually stacked another position on that little pullback at 55. Un, dos, trace, 3 positions. So, but 100 points will set you free. It really will. And if you could identify where to get those 100 points from in the market every time, and you'll see like we'll hit it quick. Like a lot of times TP1, if you guys are scalpers, TP1 is what you're shooting for with us every single time. Right? You're not going for TP2, you're not going for TP3. If you are a scalper, you are going for TP1. Period. That's it. You guys shouldn't be trying to go TP2, TP3, all that shit don't mean nothing. You want to go to TP1, get out. Day traders, TP2. Swing traders, TP3. I personally only trade New York Open, but there are tons of live sessions through the platforms. Tons, 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 tons. I hope that wasn't our only little push down. I would not like that. Oh, okay. Well, that's awesome. Well, welcome. We'll get with the person who invited you, and whoever invited you is the person that will walk you through that kind of stuff. And if you guys are inviting people and they don't know where to find the other live sessions on Akashx check, just don't send this link. I don't mind having new people on here, and we totally want that, but those are things that your upline should be walking you through immediately right when you get into the company. So damn, that 100 points was it. I don't think we're gonna push down now. Yeah, now we're respecting the inside of that 5-minute 60, and that's looking like wick. Ooh, tricky little area. What do you think, Uncle K? I'm gonna tag my partner in on this one.
Uncle KO doesn't look at US30 anymore. He looks at NAS and gold, and I don't like either of those. I mean, but the trade looks valid. The risk looks valid. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but it's not a bad trade.
No, I just wanted that
Fucking
put.
heavy wick from the bottom, but
I felt like that wick should have given us like and printed us the second candle at least to this leg at 822. Either way, everybody should be in it now and in profit. So if you waited for that little pullback, guys, right here, and you got in at 7, you're about 20 points in profit. Every time you get the opportunity to protect capital when you're fucking caffeine mouth, protect capital, do so, especially when we feel kind of unsure of the zone. Right. For me, 30-minute 60, downward pressure. I love the support right here. Like the support right here is extremely strong. And literally, we just went and bounced off of this area right there. Yeah, it's a strong area. I'm keep trying to check my boxes, right? Downward pressure, 60 moving average on a higher time frame, support turn resistance, price gap. Guys, you guys are literally seeing me go through my head and do the checklist like price gap. Wait, 60 moving average. The hour moving average under the 60 underneath us. Rain Man, squirrel. All bad sometimes. Multitasking, trading above the 60, no candle closure on the 5. What am I going to do? You guys sure you don't want to be educators and call live signals? You guys sure you don't want to do this? It's sick. Oh, I mean, I'm sure my vocabulary is going to get me a couple red flags as long as you guys don't report me, right? But luckily, I'm not. This is independent right now, so I can say what I want. 4 hour looks bearish. Well, that's what we needed. That candle right there just made me feel so much better seeing a red candle come and jump and then seeing some wick from the top of that. So as long as you guys all have the opportunity to protect capital, I'm fucking cool. Right? It's one thing when we call a trade and it just goes completely against us, right? But you guys all have the ability to manage your capital and protect your capital if any of you guys got the entry. So what we want to see is we want to see another red candle. Not that wick was good, but we need like another 5-minute printed below the 60 and like towards like the 888. Because 888 is an old top, new bottom. That was the level that we were selling all last week, right? So if we look left, you can see that all we did was sell 888 over and over and over and over again, right? 888, 888. I'm not upgrading my plan. 888. So 888 was a massive sell zone for us. Um, and it looks like we're pushing higher. That's not what we want. This ain't playing with us. Every time I think we're getting in the clear, guys, this thing pops back up. All good, Landon. Oh, shout out Landon, guys. Landon, 16-year-old young bull showing up at 6 a.m., marking up the charts and sending me signals, guys. Sending me signals like, yo, I'm buying this. What do you think? So just practice sending signals, guys. Like, practice calling a signal, practice taking a trade. Like, even if you don't take the trade, mark it up. Like, you're seeing how we mark it up. It doesn't take anything to do it. Like, right? Practice marking up the trade, practice marking up the signal. The people who go through my mentorship program, it's mandatory for them. They have to share their screen with me, mark it up, and give me a signal. So you guys want to make sure that you guys are always practicing marking up the charts, and you guys are always practicing giving the signal, because at some point you're going to want to have to show somebody what you've learned. And if you don't know how to call a signal, then that means you didn't learn anything, right? Like, you guys are coming here to learn how to trade on your own. All right, can we take a deep breath again? I just want to know, can we play the song, guys? Can we play the song yet? TP1 was hit first, but now everybody is in now. I want to know, can we play the song yet? Do we have a big enough red candle? I think we have to hit TP1 one more time before we play this song. We got to smack TP1 at least one last time before the song could play. I think this thing's going to dump too. If it has to. I mean, it doesn't have to do anything, but like, the zone is the zone, guys. Like, there wasn't a lot of big buying pressure from this area. It was all sell pressure and big red candles. So I think we're about to go smack TP, and it's going to be time for us to play this song. Wow, chicka, wow, wow. Just don't play with us. Dun-dun-dun. Everybody type in what your entry is and how much you are in profit. We're running about 50, 60 points, guys. Average 100K account should be running about $250 in profit. Later, McThuggin. Forex futures, let's go. When Keo and I first got into trading, all we wanted to do was make an extra $300 a day. Like, that's it. $300 a day was like, if we can do $300 a day, we're good. And $300 a day, like, do that like over a span. That's crazy still, right? That's still 6 bands a month, almost trading 4 or 5 days a week. Like, $300 a day is $300 a day. 250 a day is 250 a day. Like, that's good money. I don't care what nobody says, for minutes worth of work. You guys were on here for about 15, 20 minutes. Hopefully we don't just sit here, though. That would suck. Keeps making me think like we can breathe. We got to hit that next TP in order for the donkey song to play. So I'm going to sit with us until either A, I break even, or B, we hit TP. Because I need that TP, that good TP, though. Scalping that 60, 100, 80, 60 points. I don't like that. I don't like none of that.
That last candle on the 15 was horrible, dude.
Terrible. It keeps giving us hope. I mean, scalpers are loving it. Yeah, that last 15-minute candle sucked. I think that was it right there for us. That's a lot of pressure on a 15. It's a lot of buying pressure on the 15-minute. It's different when we see it on the 5, right? When we see the sell pressure, that's a good wick in between going both ways, right? Indecisive, hence why the markets are still like kind of right there. But a big wick coming from 1 hour, coming from 15, it's never a good sign coming from the bottom. Never a good sign. Yep, looks like I'm about to hit break even right now too. And yep, so I'm even on this. I am not going to re-enter. That was kind of like my one and done. I felt like we should have pushed from there. So hopefully you guys made something. Hopefully if you guys broke even, if you guys are still sitting in this trade, looks like we're probably going to go touch this 45 is really what it's looking like. I mean, maybe reject off of 45 too, but we're breaking the 30 on the 60. That's it's a big no-no. And that candle was extremely engulfing. So yeah, so it was a break even for me, guys. No loss, no foul. I probably should have taken my little 100 points and got out when we had that little pump. So hands off for me until we hit this level right here, maybe this 45.70, but that, yeah, that 15 we didn't like. I mean, if we just claim the inside of this price gap and we fall back, if we fall back in to range, so what that means, if I see that like we're falling, like if this just wicks and we start closing again back here, I'll entertain it again. Or if this thing just wicks and fools us and then dumps, I will be sour. I'll be extremely sour breaking even and then not getting back in. That would like totally hurt my feelings. That would totally hurt my feelings. But I mean, just kind of looking left, we have resistance above us. So if we didn't make that pull down, I mean, we're still kind of just, no, we broke it. We broke this high right here. Trading to the high of the price gap is what we're rejecting off of, which is low-key what I said on Sunday. I said that yesterday. We would probably come and retest the inside of that or the outside of that price gap. Listen to me talking myself into it. No, we just broke structure. I'm at break even. I'm not entering again, guys. So I'm not in this. I broke even. If price does break back into structure, I'll enter the exact same parameters all over again. Like if I see price start closing back into its, come on, right, which it doesn't look like it. But if I see price start closing back within zone, right, which is what it should do if it starts breaking back into structure, I'll entertain it and we'll have opportunities to entertain it for the most part, right? Which looks like it fucking is. This thing is just fooling with me this morning, bro. Got a divergence.
Yeah, not pretty movement.
No, not at all.
Not pretty. I'm trading NAS on futures right now. It's literally just in a consolidation.
And I still think this is just kind of like, yeah, it's a little sideways movement before it dumps. And we have no news, which is weird because usually we get the motion on Monday, but I think we're cooling off from Friday. I like it, guys. You know what? I'm gonna take another fucking stab at it. I hit break even, but then now we're starting to get a little closure back in the structure. Hopefully that was just a sweep of this whatever little high was. I'm back in, same parameters. as I was before, but a tighter stop loss. Like, so I kept my stop loss above this wick. I'm risking absolutely fucking nothing, right? Like, literally, like nothing. I'm not in, oh, KO, are you in the sell on NAS? I entered the sell again on US30, guys, just so you guys
Yeah, I
know.
took the NAS sell at the top.
See, I'm in at 9.99. Stop loss right above the wick. And I like the NAS sell too. Yeah, I like the NAS sell. I feel NAS is about to dump too. But it looks like our bands are kind of tight. Let's go, Emilio. Guys, Emilio's 20, just so you know. 17, 16-year-old calling trades, 20-year-old calling trades. Taking them on his own. Checking my work and checks me on my entries. Like, yo, P, why didn't you look at the 60 on the 15? Sends me personal like hate text messages like, yo, step aside, Unk. So he texted me the other day. He said, step aside, Unk. I'm gonna start calling trades. Emilio. No, he didn't say that, but I like creating stories in my head. Step aside, Unk. Emilio's got this. I envision your voice being like extremely deep, like an extremely deep 20-year-old voice, though. And it's only because trading happened. Like trading is what like made his voice go deeper. Let me know if you guys got back in on this. This is like a weird little consolidation, guys, and it's kind of happening on all time frames. Like gold's kind of doing this weird little. There's gold breaking right back into structure though from last night. Guys, the zone is the zone. And once price shows you that it's breaking back into the structure that tells you that there's going to be a sell opportunity or a buy opportunity, that's your cue, right? Like it's okay if we lose on a zone, like for here, right? We caught 40 pips, then Asia, London, but then what happened? We settled out, and then once we started breaking back into our zone, it was clear as day that this thing was going to start melting. Like it was clear as day that we're going to go reclaim where it just came from last night. Clear as day, at least to me. You know, I think we did this analysis in like seconds and still look where it rejected from. Just another key level, right? That we had already fucking touched. So the way we look at the markets is conducive to every market, right? If you want to learn how to invest, and you can see our DXY, we marked up the dollar. There was our bottom that we marked up at the dollar. Dollar pushing up, gold pushing down. US30 pushing with feelings. Let me know if you guys got in again. I hit break even and then I took another entry at 99. Where is it? I took another entry here at whatever the top of this was right here. So I entered again at 78, which was the signal that I called. Is it donkey song time? I don't even think so yet. I feel I haven't earned it. Like the donkey song has not been earned yet. I need to hit that like 888 again. Oh yeah. I'm not that under the weather. I'm just tired, guys. I'm just it was farm life for me yesterday. Like, oh, absolutely. I mean, we're still in profit. Even if you guys I was telling this to somebody the other day, like it's good when the trading isn't smooth. Like you guys learn more. You guys learn more when we take a loss every once in a while. You guys learn about yourselves, really. You don't learn about the trade, you learn about yourself. Like like straight up. That's what you guys are that's the hardest lesson to get that some of you guys aren't going to get. If I trade perfect and KO and I trade perfect, you guys don't learn anything about yourself. You just get spoon-fed great results and then you guys are going to go and try to be on your own, and it's going to feel all kinds of craziness because you didn't do the internal work, right? So just know that, like, even if we do take a loss or something doesn't feel right, like, one, these markets aren't a sure thing. I don't come into this thinking that I'm going to call a banging trade. I come into this empty-handed, and I see what the market has for me, and I just make sure that it checks all the boxes before I call it for you guys, right? And then there's times where I do feel indecisive, especially after we take a loss or just a little bit of uncertainty in the markets creates uncertainty in the strategy sometimes for me, when really the strategy works and we show that it works every single day. Um, but when we do good every single time, you guys aren't going to be great. You guys are only going to be good, and you guys want to be great at this. And that comes from being in different types of scenarios in these markets, putting yourself into uncomfortable positions where you're calling trades, where you're educating, where you're standing on business on your analysis. Like, I'm out here standing on fucking business for you guys. KO stands on business, right? Like, we're out here going, no, this is how we do it. Let me show you how we can do it live, right? Like, it's different. And when you can do that and have so much faith in yourself and your product on how you deliver the information from these markets, that's a superpower. That is why people are going to want to learn from you and be in your community, right? That's why people are going to want to sign up for you and entrust you, because you learn this, and it's not a hard skill set to learn. It's truly not. Like, the hardest part is just having faith of calling the trade live. Like, it's still a coin flip every single time. Every single time. Like, every single time we trade, it's still a coin flip, especially in markets like this, where our historical data has pretty much been thrown out the window. Every day we're in lieu of some new war or some new digital something or some natural disaster or some kind of craziness going on in the markets that 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 affects us, and us as the little 5% of these day traders that try to get their bag out of these markets. We have to take all that into account when we get into that, and it's not meant for us, you know? So we're going to learn about ourselves when we do these things. But if we come in and we're perfect every time, like, you guys ain't really going to learn too much. So I'm glad when things are indecisive. I look forward when we take a loss. The first thing I do is I'm on the Zoom 15 minutes even earlier than I normally am to explain and walk through, how did we take this loss? What did we miss when we took this trade? Like, I constantly do that every single time. Every time we take a loss, the very next day, in early, look, this is what we did wrong. I'm journaling it, and I can't wait for our journal to be out. Shout out Amy and KO for making this. We got a quarterly journal that's going to be coming out where you guys can write all of your notes, everything in here, every entry, how you feel, position. There's information in here. I'm just really stoked on this. We're almost in the final stages of getting this to everybody, but this is going to be amazing for you guys. So, oh, you know what that means. You know what that means. It looks like we smashing TP.
Donkey song.
That's right. That's right. It's official, guys. We smacked it. We smacked some toilet paper. We smacky the toilet paper. Let's go. All right, guys. I'm gonna need everybody on the camera here. Are we donkey songing or are we oyster songing? Is it oyster day or is it a donkey day today? Let's dance.
Donkey Day, oyster didn't call nothing.
That's not true.
He wakes up early with a fire in his eyes, trading his dreams under golden skies. Mister to the prophets, he's got the knack, turning green numbers while the world turns black. Pet the donkey, pet the donkey, pet the donkey, make money, ride the highs and the lows till the skies ain't sunny. Pet the donkey, it's a wild little game, but donkeys knows how to tame that flame. Screens are glowing as the market goes
All right, guys, if you
wild.
make money today, I'm gonna need you to type in
He's
how
got
much
the
money you guys made
patience
today. How
and the
much you in
charm
profit
of a
today, guys?
child.
This is for you guys. How much we make today?
Fuck yeah, he whispers as the trades come through, stacking up wins like the boss he knew. Pet the donkey, pet the donkey, pet the donkey, make money, ride the highs and the lows till the skies ain't sunny. Pet the donkey, it's a wild little game. The donkey knows how to tame that flame. He's a day trading cowboy with a knack for gold. With every click he's got a story untold. The ticker's his saddle, he rides through the storm. In the chaos of numbers, he's breaking the norm. Pet the donkey, make money, ride the highs and the lows till the skies ain't sunny. Pet the donkey, it's a wild little game. But donkeys knows how to tame that flame.
Awesome, guys. Look, I wish it was more. I'm glad that you guys made something today. When we do these things, right, I try not to put an emphasis on dollar amount. I don't glorify profits. What I do is I glorify information and showing up on time. And you guys are seeing that. So hopefully you guys are seeing results and you're getting something out of the information and the live calls. That's really why we're doing this, right? Is to help you guys get through your learning curve faster on your trading journey, right? And know that you're not alone. There's everybody here that's on the exact same journey. They're all battling the exact same things you guys are battling behind closed doors, right? So if you guys are getting something out of these calls, don't be afraid to talk about it. Information, I always say, knowledge is useless if you die with it, right? And that's what we're here. We're in the business of sharing knowledge and information, right? So let's start sharing what you guys know. Don't worry about what you don't know. Leave that to the people who know more, right? And let the other people do the heavy lifting. Like, teach what you know, and that's how you will become great at what you do. It's not about teaching what you don't know. So some of you guys know how to mark up a chart. Show people how to mark up a chart. You're going to get great at it. I think I was just talking to Lance about this. He has a couple mentees, and he's really starting to have the aha moments on what it means to go back to basics as a trader. And that's why I always do these live calls, and why I know KO does when we do this, because it's a great reminder and a refresher of what it is we need to go back to whenever we feel like we're a little out of sync, and it's an old school saying in every business and everything, like, you got to go back to basics, so that's what I feel you guys are doing it. Yeah, absolutely. And we're showing you guys how to cook on your own. We're showing you guys how to bake on your own, showing you guys how to fish on your own. And that's it. That's the superpower. And I just can't say it enough. Once you see it, it's such a good, it's such the feeling you have when you see the markets and your trade idea is the right one over and over again. And it's no longer the strategy, it's all on you, right? And that's really what's going to happen. It's going to come to a point where you're going to see the markets, you cannot unsee them, and you will know that the only person stopping you from being profitable is the person in the mirror, period. And when that happens, that's a beautiful day, but it's also a scary day, because that's the day you guys got to take more accountability for yourselves than ever before, because there's an old version of you that is holding on to the new version of you, hoping that the new version of you doesn't break through. And the old version of you is going to do everything to hold you back, everything to self-sabotage your pockets, everything to self-sabotage your business and your build. I can't say it enough, guys. I've done this for way too long. I've been a part of way too many students. I've seen it happen. And you'll notice a lot of times when we get into the trading space, we get hit with like a wave of just life. And it feels like life just can't get any more heavier while you're trying to learn a skill set to get you out to lighten the load and lighten the heaviness. It's really interesting how when you get into this journey, how life really your old life does everything it can to make sure that your new life doesn't win. And you guys are showing up every single day, and I'm seeing the familiar faces, and I really just hope that you guys are getting what you need out of these calls. So I'm going to leave it at that. To the Prophets, aka Don Keys, brand, fuck yeah, mood majestically big, grateful healing for giving exactly where we need to be, things better than we ever could have imagined. Happy Monday, not mundane. I do believe that this trade is going to go run. I believe that it will continue to run for us pretty much throughout the day. I'm looking forward to at least slow down around 700 area. So I'm in this, guys, and I will probably hold this thing all day long. So just so you know where my head's at, right? I gave the TP in the Discord if you guys are all in that. If not, I'll mark it. Main TP guys, for you guys that are on this call, I would say is about 700. So I would look to exit 820 is a good exit zone. Next zone below that is 720. So 820, 720 if you're still holding the trade, if you guys got the gumption to hold it, if you guys are already out and you already got your money, hey, so on and so forth. We'll let you know how the trade ends up after tomorrow.